Yeah, it's on. Hey!
Violet Misty.
Black Apathy to me is two people, one person that doesn't like the spotlight and one person that likes the spotlight, and we want to make people feel bad about themselves, and we want them to think, I don't want that to be me, but it is me, and they walk away from a show or listening to the CD and we want them to think, I'm really not going to be that person anymore, and maybe they'll change or maybe they'll turn out like me or Waste.
Black Apathy to me is a dark, emotional experiment fusing the styles of industrial rock / metal and hip hop into one. Not really like rap metal, like people like Limp Bizkit, because I can't stand those, but taking the best elements of each and making an almost entire new genre. We're defining that.
The artwork for Black Apathy's first release is being done by Marge from Teapot Dome Scandal. She did the artwork for Teapot Dome Scandal, and she's also done a couple of other arts which have been hanging on my wall. We chose her because we wanted that depth that only a human can make, whereas if you make something on the computer, it often turns out generic even though you can come up with an original idea. There's just not that element of riskiness involved in it. So we invited her to paint that. What we did is we gave her a couple of songs off the CD so that she could get a feel of where the CD's direction was going, and she came up with a cover from that, which we're really, really impressed with.
The heaviest song on the CD, I don't really know. Like, I really don't know. The most intense and probably angriest song on the CD is Please Don't Cut Me Unless You Want Your Bedsheet Stained. It's a song about having your lover backstab you, and if they backstab you then you'll bleed all over their sheets. I like it because Ekman has a very, very angry tone in his voice throughout the entire song. I like the aggressive acoustic and clean guitar riff, and how it changes and the really, just everything about the song is aggressive without being loud and ridiculous.
The one thing that we couldn't have made Black Apathy without, besides instruments and people, is pizza. Because even though Waste said I can't record after soft drink and I can't record after pizza because it wrecks my vocal cords and makes me sound like Kermit. No pizza, no Pepsi.
I definitely required a mountain of Pepsi, Max, and Coke to help my imagination run wild. That allowed me to create the oral ecstasy that you hear on our CD.
Ecstasy. A lot of the music, when you're comparing Return to Sender to Black Apathy, even though Black Apathy is angrier, I'm still the same person, I'm still coming with the same experiences from life. So what I've tried to do is still talk about girls and heartbreak, but also bring in these other elements about why someone would be mad and pushed to the edge. So you've got songs about, you know, self-infliction, suicide, just general heartbreak coming in from other elements rather than just in from girls and all the problems that you have from that. Because we still wanted the same fan base, but we also wanted to make a different CD. And the common misconception is that we're a negative band. We're not a negative band. We want to raise these issues and raise awareness about these issues that people have in society, so people can be aware of those situations so they can steer clear of them. We often give to charity as I did to Return to Sender, and we plan to do a lot of charity ventures in the future. We're a very positive band, and we're only raising awareness of these negative issues. My favourite song on the CD is this stage play was written by Descartes Ekman, not because it's about me or anything, but the song is actually separated into 4 separate parts, and it is about a stage play writer who purposely puts his characters into these deathly situations to kill off the actors because he hates the actors. It's insane. Well, that's a fairly negative topic, but it's a good way to end the CD. It goes out good, not positive, but good, and it's like raising awareness that if you're a stage play writer, don't kill your actors because you might want them to be in the next play or something.
My favourite song of the upcoming Black Apathy release will probably be Don't Stop, because it is a very strange, abstract but awesome song by us. It has no drums, it's just guitar and just bass, and a little bit of piano. I'm sure many people will like it.
During the recording process, we probably could have used less of the whining noise that came out of the inbox because we want power, and we paid money for that to work, and it did, and you can't hear it in the recordings, but when you're using playback through the monitors, we want to take it to the extreme, and it wouldn't let us, so we could have used less of that.
The common instruments you'll find in Black Apathy songs are definitely electric guitar, a very little bit of acoustic guitar, lots of piano work, strings, string groups, and industrial style drums with lots of overdrive and distortion on them to make them sound gritty. The instrument I use most is probably a piano, beating electric guitar by one song, I think.
Over the duration of recording Black Apathy, I wanted to do something to remember the whole process by. So as we recorded songs, I started collecting like little bits of waste beard hair, like just some little clippings that everyone could say, each one of those clippings in sections of 3 resembles one song. And now I have a whole stack of hair that I'm going to hold and pin to my wall with the artwork of Black Apathy. It's going to be perfect.
Could have procrastinated less during the recording process, and I could have used less guitar, less electric guitar. Ekman hates the electric guitar.
She moved in a way no one even saw all her pain.